Hello, this is Nancy, and welcome back to Nan's Next Knots. I have some happy mail I want to go over and show you my finished object and my current objects and a couple projects that I'm fixing on working. So here we go. I got some happy mail, and it is from, hi, it's Chris. And I have seen her send happy mail to other podcasters, and I am just excited and privileged that I was on her list of random kindness, or her list of happiness that she's sending out to podcasters. So I have to say I did open it because I was sending her an item, and I wanted to correspond with her and let her know and tell her thank you specifically for what she sent me. So let me show you what she sent me. There's this adorable llama card. Just a sweet little note from her. But it's so cute. That llama is so cute. So in here, she sent me some teas. I want to say this might have came in a knit crate, because I had received these before. With these, they look very yummy teas. Peach and passion fruit, strawberry sensation, and mango magic. Unfortunately, I can't drink tea. I can drink coffee. It doesn't upset my stomach, but tea tears it apart. But I do have a really good friend that I passed mine on to, that I'll be passing that on to. Okay, also, she sent me this needle keeper container that you keep your, darning needles in, the needles that I would use to stitch in my ends. And that is so cool. Thank you, Chris. That is just really cool. Also in here, because I make stitch markers, I'm guessing, she sent me some in this nice organza bag. Sent me some lobster claw attachments. That's going to be handy. Thank you again, Chris. And then some other ones that are a little smaller. And I use this Heidi and Joe brand all the time. This is, I get a lot of beads and all my low clasp and everything is the brand that I use. So that's cool. And then in here, also she sent me some charms, and I want to say that's probably like an olive leaf. And there's this cute, very cute, if I get a hold of it here, rabbit. Come on, center in. Focus. I use my phone, so I don't have a really good camera. Okay, so, and then also I got, in the mail, this is from Dorcas. And it's a thank you card. And it is thanking me for the Valentine stitch markers, because I sent that out to a whole bunch of people. So let me show you my finished item. And this was on my last video for the season of the granny, but I thought I'd show it in here since I'm doing a next knot video. So I made this baby blanket. you know, baby blanket. I want to say the measurements for it were 37 by 39 is what it ended up being. So the body of the blanket, and this is the solid granny stitch square. So the body of this is feels like butter, and then the edge of it is, and this is lemon, and the edge of it is done with pipsqueak, and the colorway on that is vanilla. So you guys probably already saw that if you're watching my videos, but I just had to show it because it's my latest, currentest finished object. So my current project that I've been working on is my temperature blanket. Now I'm gonna do another video today about giving more specifics about this blanket, but here we go. That's basically January, and where the gray is where the next month starts. So there is February, and then the gray, and then so far into March, and this is up to date to as far as this last Saturday. So I picked 2 days a week, and I'm using Caron 1 pound for that, because I figured, you know, it goes ongoing, then I'd be using a lot of yarn for that. So upcoming, I'm thinking since everybody's pretty much home, I thought about doing a blanket crochet along. It'll be a lot similar to that temperature blanket, and I'm going to use, I have one main color that I picked, so this is going to be my edge and like every other row, because I got a lot of these that I've been, and most of it I got like, one item 50% off at Joann's. So I've been saving that actually quite some time ago, because I have this blanket in mind, and I'm gonna, I was gonna do it in the fall, but in the fall I was working on all these blankets for Christmas. So now, because of that, I have like a lot of these leftovers from the blankets. So each one of those is probably going to be enough to do, you know, like 3 rows on this blanket that I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to call it Luck of the Draw, because I'll be drawing numbers that will be specifically for different colors. So like the temperature blanket, I made myself a guide that has colors. So for every 5 degrees, I have a different color. That's a lot of colors. And for this one, I'll do the same kind of guide, and I'll pick my colors that are like leftovers. So this would be a good stash buster, mainly on the bigger kind, like partial skeins, rather than, you know, little balls. This wouldn't work because I wouldn't get 3 rows of this. But if you got some of this kind of stuff laying around, and so, like I said, I went and I got my main color. So this is my main color, so I'm going to go with purples and blues mainly. I just showed you the grays. Whoops. That'll go too. So it's going to be colorful, and it kind of has a scheme because it's going to be purple main and blues. And I made a lot of the blankets I made for Christmas were blue. So I got leftover skeins of this. So I just figured it would be a stash buster and use up. This is Pound of Love by Lion Brand. So I made a afghan out of this, and I have this left. So I just figured it would use up basically what I have left from my Afghans that I made for Christmas. See, I got some of this left. It's not much, but it's probably enough to do 3 rows maybe. I hope I don't get started on it and it not be enough to have to pull it out. But see, so I got blue and purple kind of scheme going on here. So I figured it'd be a good way to use this, you know, this kind of leftover stuff. So, if you're interested in this, I'm going to work up a sample. And maybe we could have a crochet along since basically everybody's home. Instead of I was going to do it this last fall, but I was working on Christmas blankets, and then I was going to wait till this next fall. But it's not real warm, so we're all home, and we got more time. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. And then also what I got coming up next is I'll be working on Easter stitch markers. And this is the lovely bead that I'll be using. I don't know how well that's going to come in. For my Easter stitch markers, see how it has spots and it's oval? It reminds me of a colored Easter egg. So hopefully that's coming in better than what it looks like from here. It does have a kind of a purplish tone to it. So I'll be making some Easter stitch markers to go out in the mail. And remember, I can't send you one if I don't have your address. So if you want to be included in something like that, email me your address, your mailing address at nansnextknots@gmail.com. It's nansnextknots with an S, all one word, @gmail.com. And you'll go in my personal little drawing for the stitch markers, the single stitch markers that I've been sending out pretty much about once a month. So a lot of you be receiving the Spring Fling stitch markers that I just sent out last week. I had 3 winners. One of them have not contacted me yet. So Jamie's hooked. If you're watching this video, or if anybody knows her, let her know that she won my set of 4. I had 3 sets of 4. And she won, but she hasn't contacted me. And they are pretty. And I would show it to you, but I've already showed it in my videos. And plus, I already have it packaged up, ready to send as soon as I get her address. So I hope everybody's safe. And if you want to be in on this blanket crochet along, please let me know. I'll be doing a sample swatch, and I'll do a video on that. And in the meantime, collect all your yarns. See, I got more here. This is Lion Brand Heartland. I bought a bunch of these because I was going to make my gingham blanket out of it, but I didn't really like it good enough for that. So I didn't want to make a whole blanket out of it, so I took it all back. But this one I had used, so I didn't take back. So see, so I got some of this. I got some left over from my gingham blanket. So there we are. I got a lot of assortment, some not really used, or used slightly, not used, and partials here to make this luck of the draw crochet along blanket. Y'all stay safe and happy, and we'll see you next time on Nan's Next Knots. Bye-bye.